about 6:18 and time now for What's Trending. Robotics scientists have proven that a multi-level obstacle course is no match for a pair of robots. Watch as these two robots absolutely crush this parkour course. Parkour is a high-intensity activity of moving rapidly across a series of obstacles made famous by countless skilled athletes on the internet and one bumbling boss on The Office. Two Atlas robots from the scientists at Boston Dynamics showed off their ability and agility by handling a complex obstacle course with ease. The engineers say they want to build on specific movements used in parkour in hopes of giving the bounding bots the same dexterity as an adult human. And looking at these, it seems like they have a lot more dexterity than the average human. I definitely couldn't do some of the stuff they're doing. I mean, they're doing backflips and all sorts of stuff. It's a little, I don't know, is it unnerving to you guys to see robotics and advancements like this and see them like almost like human, lifelike, doing, you know, acrobats and stuff?
I mean, let's just be honest here. The world's getting taken over by robots.
Yeah, God, no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this scares me. I mean, it's cool to see, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of, what's that movie, I, Robot, with Will Smith, and like all of them just, I don't know, they're like helping, but you know, they can just, you know, go really fast, and I just imagine myself being chased by like a robot, so I'm just kind of scared about it.
Well, and they can keep up with you, as you saw in the video there. So
they don't get winded.
We may be, don't get winded, because robots cannot get winded. They can just keep going at least until they break. So
that's funny. Well, speaking of newer discoveries, scientists at the University of Wisconsin-Madison have turned the daddy long legs into daddy short legs. They did it by altering the spider's genes, and essentially the researchers turned off 2 genes linked to leg developments. It resulted in 6 of the 8 legs growing to roughly half of their normal size. One of the goals of the project was to discover how the spider develops such long legs. The study on the experiment was published in the latest issue of the journal Proceedings of the Royal Society B. And this is interesting here. I mean, I think it's really cool to see how they can do something like that. But the reason as to why you wanted to alter the legs, I just kind of like,
I mean, they're learning more about, you know, what made daddy long legs, you know, have such long legs in the first place.
I just feel like, you know, I would want to look into more like a tarantula or something.
Oh, really?
You know, because daddy long legs are, you know, they're like probably what, the nicest spider around.
They are the nicest spider around. Cause I don't think they can bite, because I think their body is so small. They just have all the legs there, and I guess their mouth is too small for that situation. I think someone told me that. If I'm wrong, someone say something. But
either way though, yeah, you're right. It's too bad they're picking on the daddy long legs, the nice spiders. Oh my gosh.
I mean, tarantulas hiss at you, so maybe that would make things a little bit more interesting.
Well,
be like, here, let me work on your legs.
That would be terrifying. I don't like spiders.
That would be absolutely terrifying. Probably not as terrifying as a cat hissing at you either.
Oh yeah, no. But it's kind of cool that they're doing it like right in our backyard too.
It is pretty cool, right in our own backyard. Otherwise, though, this is also pretty terrifying. In Australia, shoppers were shocked by a snake. How original, right? It showed up in a Sydney supermarket spice section. I like how it showed up in a spice section, though. A nearly 10-foot python was spotted literally hanging out in the spices. Look at the video there, by a shopper who also happened to be a wildlife rescuer, and the woman ended up bagging the slithering squatter and releasing it into some nearby bushland. So there's the video there of it. Yeah, at least it got released safely. How it got in there, I have so many questions right now. I mean, it almost looks fake at first until you're like, oh wait, that's real.
Right? And I feel like this is one of those stories that, you know, you see and you're like, oh, of course, it's in Australia, right? But it's so funny that you know, she happened to come across it, the person who like is trained in these things. I feel like to live in Australia, you need to be like, you know, able to handle it, just coming across like random wildlife encounters.
I'm sorry, I keep looking at the video. I am so terrified of this. If I want to go get my garlic powder and then all of a sudden that pops out, that is a nightmare. But I'm really scared of snakes anyway.
I'm sure. Would you go screaming and running away?
Oh yeah, I would be gone. I don't even know if I would go back to the grocery store.
I don't know, that might be a little bit harsh.
It's just me being extra. That's so.
Oh my goodness.